A very good day to Miss Michelle and my fellow classmates. Oh, hi, this is Zui, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to master procrastinations and still pass our classes. Yes, how to master procrastination. So first, let me first briefly explain to you what procrastination is, just in case some of you don't know what it is. So procrastination is actually a habit that we all do. Well, I mean, most of us at least. Basically, it is to delay or postpone action, usually deferring what you should be doing to what you want to do. That is procrastination. And we cannot deny that nowadays people are always on their phone, is just either scrolling through social media or watching YouTube's, TikTok, etc., instead of doing work that needs to be done. So sometimes they are not being lazy, but they're just procrastinating. My point of view, sometimes procrastination is bad just because we are not procrastinating in a right way. So now I'm going to share with y'all some effective procrastination methods. First of all, you'll need some deadlines for yourself. I mean, aren't the ones given by the lecturer, but it's your own deadlines. And we all need to be clear that working without any time constraints will result in very little or even no progress at all. And so procrastinators like us, we tend to do last minute work. So I will suggest you to set up your own deadlines and follow it so that you are able to finish your assignments or whatever work before the actual deadlines. So yes, let's move on to the next point, which is if you are a procrastinator, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to realize that you are actually procrastinating and you need to acknowledge the need to change. I mean, it's okay to procrastinate because everyone of us does it, right? So you just need to know your own personality and work style so that you can put tasks on days when there's no activity or on days that you know yourself will work on it. Otherwise, the outcome will still be zero. For example, like if you spend your entire day outdoors, you will be exhausted when you got home, right? And if you still convince yourself to work, you'll just end up pass out in bed that day, I'm sure. So why don't you just take a good rest and start working the next morning when you feel energized or when you're full of vitality. So we are now at our last point, which is dedicate an entire day to only one subject or few certain tasks. A wise man once said, "Don't bite more than you can swallow," which I totally agree. Because you can't swallow too much food in one go, just like you can't absorb too much knowledge in one go. So splitting tasks into chunks and complete it on different days separately instead of chumming up stuff is good. Don't give too much hit to the amount of outcome. It's more about the effectiveness of it. So, for examples, you may have 2 or 3 exams on the same day, and you might not have the luxury of a whole day for only one subject. Thus, rather than days, you can dedicate whole hours work also, or else you'll end up in mayhem and mess up your exam as well. And finally, we're at the conclusion. So, fighting procrastination is a lifelong battle, but it is a winnable one. We need to trust this. So, the methods above that I mentioned are all effective for myself because I've been procrastinating for years since my high school. So I think that probably gonna work for you guys, maybe. So we cannot deny that also procrastination does affect our schedule or grades sometimes, but it also has good aspects, such as it won't let us overuse ourselves. Like, when we procrastinate, we usually do things we like, or as well as just rest. So consequently, I'm not totally against it, as long as we don't overindulge ourselves to procrastinate, so that it won't have much of negative effect. So I think that is all from me. I hope you guys learned something, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.